Hello everyone, welcome to my storing photo cards video. We are finally putting away all of these photo cards nicely into binders. And I figured since this is the summertime, it would be a good time to talk about kind of the mid-year collecting plans that I have. And so let's get started. Okay, so first up is the girl group binder. And I'm mainly going to be collecting Twice and aespa this year. And then other girl groups, I will keep the album photo cards that I pull, but I don't know if I'm going to be really active in collecting other girl groups at the moment. And then in terms of who I'm collecting in aespa or who I'd like to focus on, it'll probably be Karina, maybe Winter as well. And then for Twice, it'll be Jihyo. And but again, I will be keeping the album pulls from the Twice albums that I do collect. I am working on back collecting both aespa and Twice albums. So yeah, so right now I don't have a lot, and I'm probably not going to be a big completionist about this in terms of like trying to collect all of their, like, say, Korean albums and their pobs. I think I am just going to start out and see what I get from the albums that I do purchase and then go from there, because I don't necessarily want to set the expectation for myself that I have to collect every album photo card for all of these groups, to be fair, for the boy groups and the girl groups. I think that right now, because I'm beginning my collection for a lot of these, I did start collecting back in 2023, but that was just ATs, and it was just ATs for a while. But as I started wanting to collect other groups, I kind of had to make that decision that for now, I'm not going to try and fully collect all of the members, all of the albums, especially like the Japanese albums or special release albums. And I think for the boy groups, it'll probably be Stray Kids and Bangchan that I will work on next, as well as like Yeonjun from TXT. And then for aespa, especially since it is a bit difficult to get aespa photo cards in general, so I'm just going to like get it when I get it, you know? And then these are two ITZY photo cards that I got from their Checkmate album, and I did get my Bias and Bias record. I got Ryujin and Leah, so that's great. Okay, that's all of the girl group photo cards that I have for now. Again, I am like starting out. These are kind of like classified as like beginner collections for a lot of these. So this is what I'm doing right now, and that's how I think I'm going to just go forward with just collecting what I pull from albums, and then just kind of keeping an eye out on who's selling and who's doing group orders for both Twice and for aespa. Okay, so next up we have the 17 binder, and the way I'm going to set this one up is I'm going to have my three biases, that's S-Coups, Mingyu, and Dino, at the front, and then the other members in age order, and then within that, hopefully within like album release order. Hopefully that works out. Again, I am probably going to have it set up right now. I don't think I'm going to set it up where I'm going to leave gaps for missing photo cards. I just don't think at the moment I have a ton. Like, there's going to be a lot of missing gaps if I did that, which is fine. Like, if someone wants to set up their cards like that, I think that's actually really good, and it'll be quite organized. You'll be much more organized than I would be. But, oops. Right now, I kind of just want to set it up so that it looks a bit full. style-wise. For like, it looks a bit full to me. So I have S scoops here. So that's who I have here, and hopefully I think I put them in album release order as well. So here's the S scoops section. The Mingyu. Oops, gonna move that up. And with 17, I am working on kind of back collecting a lot of their albums. So again, I am going to keep the members that I pull from the albums that I do get from 17. And then just keep an eye out for anyone that's selling S scoops, Mingyu, or Dino in particular. But 17, I'm still trying to learn a lot of like the pre-order benefit shops as well. Same with Stray Kids and TXT too. Okay, so that's Mingyu done. And now there's Dino here. I was a bit surprised with just how many photo cards, 17 photo cards I've collected just in the short amount of time that I started back collecting on their albums. So I don't know if I will get all of 17's, like back collect all of their albums, but I think I have up until like, I still need to get, I have all the albums up until Attica, I think, and then I'll kind of see from there. I do also just get albums if they're on sale, especially I got several 17 albums because one of the K-pop stores that I purchase from, that I buy albums from, had a big sale on several albums, and there were a few 17 albums on sale, so I definitely took advantage of that. Okay, so we have Dino, and again, I do have a lot of Dino, and I do actually, you know what, should I put, I was going to put his version photo cards kind of afterwards, but I think I will just do that now and put that so that all of the Dino photo cards are together. And they do have their, well, at the time I'm filming this, they will be just about to have another another comeback. So with that one, again, I did order the album, the Happy Birthday album. I think I ordered the Daredevil version, so I'm pretty sure that one is a members specific one. I don't know which one I'm gonna get quite yet, obviously, because the album isn't out yet, so I don't know. I think it said that they'll start mailing out the albums in June, but I'm not too sure how that's going to go because there is potentially a Canada Post strike. At the time that I'm filming this, it's likely going to happen. So if it does, I'm not too sure how that's going to work out. But it's pre-ordered, and we're going to see how that goes and when I get it. But I'm super excited. The concept photos for that album, for the Daredevil album in particular, look so good. Everyone looks so good. It's already like this album is like already filling up, so this is going to probably be a temporary album. Like, I don't think this album is going to last very long, especially I should have maybe seen how many cards what this album was going to hold. But anyway, let's just start going to Ming Hao next. Okay, so we have our Ming Hao photo cards next. Okay. Okay, we'll put Vernon next. And Vernon, I also have, oh, there's here are 2 more. Go. Right, and then Wanu next. I think I just have the 1 card from him. Then Woozy. Get a new page. Okay, afterwards, after Wanu. Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, and then after Woozy is DK. Go. Just the 1 for DK and the 1 for Woozy. Then we have Sungkwan. I have a few of his photo cards. And then we have the Vernon Carrot version, which I will start on a new page just to keep everything all together. It is true, like Vernon, I think too, like he's bias wrecking me too. It is funny, one of the first things, like a lot of like carrots will tell you when you first get into 17, which was what I was told, was that, yeah, like you can't really, you will have several bias, like you will have more than one bias. It's likely you'll have more than one bias and you'll have more than one bias wrecker. And I am finding that to be true. I am the type of person, I tend to have one bias wrecker and kind of leave it at that. ATs, I would say, like, I do joke that Mingi's my bias, but then the other 7 like are my wreckers, but like it's really like also Yuno has become my bias wrecker since starting to stand ATs. But with 17, again, like I'm still like very much still learning a lot about them, watching lots of Going 17, and I'm finding those YouTube videos on the like the complete guide to like X group. I always do like to watch those videos when I first start looking into a group. So I started watching like a few of the like the complete guide to 17 videos that are out there. And I am finding that Vernon, I do love his sense of humor. I think he is, yeah, he's definitely bias wrecking me. I love his rap style as well. I think it goes so well with like Mingi and S-Coops. So yeah. Okay, and then these are the, like, I think this is, I am blanking. Hold on, is this the FML? Yes, photo card. So I do have OT13 and then 10 of the units. So again, I'm just going to keep these all together just to make them look nice and so that they're all cohesive. I know they were in Toronto back in, I think, like 2022. And I was listening to 17 then, but I wasn't standing them. So I didn't really, I wasn't going to admittedly, I wasn't going to a lot of K-pop concerts back then too. So I didn't go to their concert, and then their last tour, they did not come to Canada at all. So that's a regret. I hope they come to Canada again soon. So I will get to see them in concert. And I know that it will be for quite a while before we all get to see OT13 in concert again. But, you know, I do hope to at least get to experience 17 in concert once. Just from, like, the clips I've seen and, like, from everything that people have told me about how they are in concert, it does sound like an amazing, unforgettable time. So, I do hope that. But, oh, goodness. Okay, so, look, this is already going to be an issue, I think. I think this binder was well-intentioned, but can, I think like it's definitely going to be something that will have to change soon, because, oh my goodness, yeah, it's, it's not going to work well. Okay, well, there's that. I will just have to, I guess, figure it out later. Get another binder, get another A5 binder or a bigger one. Okay, maybe a trip to Staples is in order soon. Okay, well, Stray Kids is next. I am hoping that this will be okay because I don't have any other binders at the moment. I will have to definitely get a larger A5 or maybe even like an A4 binder for 17 for sure, because what I definitely underestimated just how many 17 cards I had. But this album, it's going to be, for now, it's going to be Stray Kids and TXT. And again, a lot of my collecting goals for Stray Kids and TXT. So for Stray Kids, it'll be Bangchan with some Sungmin, I think. And then for TXT, I will be collecting Yeonjun. So hopefully, again, this binder will work out. So I'm keeping both groups in this binder for now. But again, I foresee that I will be growing out of this binder soon enough. And I mentioned too that I'm going to the Stray Kids concert, which I'm really excited about. The only thing that I have left to do is the shoes for my outfit that I'm going to wear to Toronto. Okay, so I just need Han in here. I had Han initially because this is the Nemo version of the Skiz Hop tape. So that one I did get, and then I immediately did give Han to my friend who's Han biased. So I have this Han. I don't have too many Hans because any Han that I pull, I end up giving to my friend. But she does the same thing for me with Bangchan. Like any Chan that she pulls, she does just give to me, which I appreciate. Then we have Changbin here. So I pulled quite a bit of Changbin during Skiz Hop, and I think 8 as well, which is great for me. Oh, actually, maybe not for 8. Maybe just for their last comeback. Okay. Then I only have the one Hyunjin. I don't pull Hyunjin a lot, so I hope to pull him more. But yeah, like I pulled, like Rockstar was like the only album that I pulled him in, and I think it was only the Pola. Yeah, and it was only the Pola. It wasn't any of like the album selfie cards that I pulled. So again, just the one little Han here. Then Felix. Sungmin, I have a few here. I also got him as a POB for Skiz Hop here. And then last is IN. But super excited to see them in concert. I mentioned that I have floor, like seated VIP for their Toronto show. So I'm super, super excited, and I can't wait to experience soundcheck because that's going to be my first time. Okay, that's all done with the unit cards. Actually, I'm going to put the unit cards in its own separate page. I only have the 2 anyway. Okay. All right, so far so good in terms of how it's looking. I'm not overfilling it immediately. Okay, next we have, and then I think, yeah, next we have Stray Kids, or no, sorry. Next we have TXT. Then we do have BTS as well. I'm just going to put them in another binder. Okay. But yeah, TXT is another group. I'm working on back collecting their albums. I think I have most of them except for, like, I think at this point I'm working like my way back. I've got up to their, I think, 2021 releases. And then so I'm just still kind of working my way back from that. Wait a minute, I think, oh wait, I have this one as well. So, am I already out of pages? Okay, well, let me see here. Of course I'm already out of pages. So how am I gonna do this? Let me just work on Subin one here. Then just move him here. I'll move this Subin one here. Oh no, wait. Duh. This is Yeonjun. Hold on. And I have his gum card here, and then another Pob. There we go. For some reason, they kind of looked alike in this photo card, so at least to me they did. Okay, now we're on to Subin. Card here. Just a few Subins, then Terry. And Hunikai. Over here. Then there's his Pob from the Star Chapter. And I have not pulled Bumgyu yet. So I'm hoping that will change. Again, with my album back collecting, hoping he's in one of those albums that I have purchased so far. And so that is, and so that's my Stray Kids and TXT binder. Again, already kind of like, it's already kind of filled up. Oh my God, I really underestimated just how many photo cards I had to put away. But at least it's closing, which is more than I can say for the 17 binder. So, and it's not too bad. I know it's like I know I really should be getting D-ring binders, but I'm just using what I have right now until they fill up, which is basically like the next time I do any sort of storing in this binder, I'm probably just gonna have to move this. So yeah, probably gonna have to do some shopping soon. Okay, so lastly we have the BTS binder, and for now this is going to be the BTS / other groups photo binder, or like miscellaneous boy groups photo binder. I do collect a couple of other boy groups other than like Stray Kids, TXT, 17, and they are in here, and I may continue to collect those groups, but it'll probably be like a here and there situation or from album pulls as well. But with BTS, I only have like the one little RM card here, but I do want to collect him more. Same with Jin. I do want to collect him, but you know, I do think with BTS, it's going to be kind of like an OT7 situation. But again, I'm not going to be a completionist about it. There's so many BTS cards as well. And I think I'm going to just, again, focus on RM and Jin secondary. And then see where it goes. I think right now, what's coming out of the collecting goals that I have is that I'm going to try and really just focus on 1 or 2 or 3 when it comes to Stray Kids, or 3 when it comes to 17. Just a few members, 1 to 2 to 3 members from each group, while keeping the members that I pull from the albums that I buy. But likely in terms of where my priority is going to go is going to be ATs, and then followed by those other groups that I mentioned. And so I think, oh, and I also, yes, collect and hype in. I do collect mainly Jake, and that'll probably be the case. I will probably just get focus on Jake and get his cards as well. Then we have some Kevin here from The Boyz. I only got 2 of his cards, and then Jacob. So I'm just gonna put them in here. And yeah, that is the last binder. So all of those photo cards are stored away. I was just editing this video and then I realized that my outro never filmed properly, but that's okay because I wanted to show you what I ended up doing with my overstuffed 17 binder. Which was basically just switching out my girl group photo cards with my 17 photo cards, so now they are in different binders. So you can see here, plenty of room, no bending or anything like that, and the girl group binders, they're doing okay too. It fits quite well in here. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and the next step is actually going to be sleeving and organizing all my ATEEZ photo cards, so that will be the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye!